Thank you for watching WISD TV. Welcome to the Performing Arts Center at Waco High School and the Lions Pride Freshman Camp. My name is Dale Caffey. I'm joined by two very special guests. This is Wanda Brown. She is the Dean of the Schools of Study here at Waco High School. And a very special guest coming in from the outside is our motivational speaker for this great event. His name is Coach D. Also known as Daryl Andrews. And we're going to talk to both of these very special people about the Lions Pride Freshman Camp. And I guess the name says it all, Wanda. You're trying to get a very large group of freshmen ready for their high school experience. These are 8th graders, or used to be 8th graders, I guess you could say, coming in from several schools, and you're trying to get them ready for Waco High School. Talk about this very special week that you have.
That's correct. We have a week long of activities for these students. Number one, it's a little fearful for them coming into a new place, meeting new people, and we want them to get a head start on that. So we have invited them to come in to meet students from all across the Waco area. And yesterday we had a leadership group called SIP Solutions, and they're basically dealing with team building activities. The students got to really learn to trust each other and to get to know each other and to depend upon each other to accomplish a goal. And so that's what we want them to do, is to be able to come to school, to have friends, to be able to know that they have someone to share in their concerns and help them to make it in the high school experience.
How about study skills, working on some of those things too?
Absolutely. We're going to be doing that tomorrow. We also purchased binders for them where they will have some study skill strategies that the teachers will share tomorrow. And Coach Andrews has written a book, and we're going to have a book study with the purpose-driven student team. And with that book, we want the students to be able to get some strategies, and he'll talk more about the strategies involved with being successful in high school.
Okay, well, I'm going to turn and talk to Coach D now and find out more about this this book that obviously you're the author of.
Yes, sir.
And so talk to me about that book and your purpose as you talked with these students this week.
Well, you know, I've been working with youth now for about 17 years in schools and school districts all over the United States, and my message has been pretty consistent. You know, we focus on what we call connecting dreams to education. And the purpose of that, when you look at that, is to help young people understand that this current education experience that they're having is directly connected to the future goals and aspirations that they have for their future. The quicker they can grasp that understanding, the more they can start taking their academic experience seriously, understanding that it is leading them somewhere. So the book was just a byproduct of the work we've been doing for years, and that is going in and trying to help young people make the academic connection. One thing I talk a lot about is academic relevancy. And I always say it's connected to dream relevancy. And so if the dream is not in place, it's very difficult to understand why I have to take math and why I have to take science and why I have to take all these different classes. But if I have a dream for my future and understand the academic role in it, then academics become relevant, hence school becomes exciting. So the workshops that we conducted, we focused on those kind of things. And we help them to understand their individual affinities, their gifts, talents, and abilities. We help them to understand their multiple intelligences, which is some work that was done by Dr. Howard Gardner out of Harvard University. We talked about we're all born with certain gifts, talents, and abilities. You know, and then we talk about passion mapping, how they can take their passion and create a plan of action that's centered around not just a specific thing, like with the young men we talked about sports. You don't have to just be an athlete. You can be an agent. You can be a trainer. You can be a sports announcer. There's a lot of pathways. And then what are the academic components of that? What are some possible college majors? So we gave them a lot of information in a very short period of time, but it's all designed to achieve the goals that Ms. Brown had for this camp and for them to understand the importance of this academic experience. And the earlier they can get it, as I always say, the better.
And one of the things you really try to do is find the student's passion right away,
Yes.
or help them to identify what their passion is.
Yes, absolutely. You know, and I have a core philosophy. There's really two core philosophies, and this is for any teacher or any other stakeholder that's watching this, that we stand by, and we being my organization. And that is, one, kids are not committed to programs, kids are committed to people. It's the people that really inspire a young person to succeed. The second core philosophy, which was connected to this workshop, is a student with a dream is a student with a future. Again, however, but a student with a dream is fueled by a caring adult who believes in the dream. So realistically, the more we can get them to make the connection to the dream, find their gifts, talents, and abilities, connect it to the education experience, then that's, again, what makes academics make sense to them.
I'm here to tell you, and my goal today
is to tell you, no matter what your dream is, or matter your goal, the bottom line is this. What you're about to embark upon in high school is really the first step in that process. You see, I call it connecting dreams to education. If you could take your gifts, your talents, and your abilities, connect them to the power of education, I'm here to tell you that the dreams you have inside you can't come true. When you're learning in class, you're getting the power to make choices for your future. The more learning that you do, students, the more power you have and the more opportunities you will have to make decisions for your future. Lacking that education, your opportunities are limited. Power. Say it again. I have what? Power. I have power. And know what I got that power? Sitting in them same classrooms you're sitting in right now. That you're going to be sitting in this year. It all depends on how you see it. If you see it as something that can help you achieve your goals and dreams, you would tell people, I hate to say this, that want to be funny all the time and goof off, who want to destroy your future. Back in the day, we call it give them the hand. And say, listen, we can talk after school. When I'm sitting up in this class, don't try to destroy my future. And every person that distracts you, that's exactly what they're doing. The person that's trying to get you to goof off, they are not deeply concerned about what you want to do 10, 15 years from now. They're not. They want you to laugh right now so that you don't see the importance of your future. You need to stay focused. I had to do that with my friends. It wasn't easy. I lost a bunch of them. But guess what? I gained a bunch of new friends who said, I'm serious too. Look in your hands and say this. Say, my future, is in my hands. And say, I decide. Take your hands up high. How high? Or how low? To take it. Now get somebody a double high five and say, take it high, baby, take it high. Come on, man, take it high, baby. Take it high, take it high, take it high, take it high. Your future is where? And who decides how high or low it goes? I do. In order for us to grow up one day and think about becoming those doctors, especially if nobody ever done it in our family, if we want to become a business person, if nobody's ever done it, we don't have that example or role model. If we're going to be first generation or, one of the people that break through and do certain things, we have to be willing to change. Change a lot of things, and I'll talk about what some of those things are in just a few moments we need to think about. Change is necessary in order to view the importance of education to future goals. I've spoken to over 1 million young people in this country, and I very rarely hear a young person talking about that education is important to my future goals. Yet, everything you enjoy in life is created by typically 9 times out of 10 an educated person.
And you're very matter of fact with them also as you're talking to them, because as a freshman, sometimes they don't get serious soon enough about their studies.
Yes.
They fall behind and it haunts them sophomore, junior, and senior years. You tell them, get serious now.
Now, because now is the time. I share stories in my presentations about people who made that bad choice to not take it seriously and what those long-term ramifications. But then on the other side, I showed them people who did, like myself, who took it seriously and ended up being a first-generation college graduate and going and working in corporate America, now traveling all over the world as an author and speaker, impacting youth and schools and school districts and parents and things like that. So, but it is a choice that they have to make, and the earlier they can make that choice, the better. And I will say this, there's a statement that I had them all write down, because this is really important at this age and even beyond to think about, and that is, if you show me your friends, I will show you your future. You show me people you associate with. I'm going to show you if you're going to be serious about your academics, if you're going to think about college as a viable goal for the future. It's all really in those 4 and 5 people that you call your friends. And they need to think about that starting right now. Yep.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for being here this
Thank
week.
You. It was truly my pleasure. Thank you. It was an honor to be here. Thank you, Ms. Brown and the team, for this.
Okay, and we'll turn back around now and talk to Ms. Brown and close this thing out. But he talked about it, and you talked about these students leaning on each other, trusting each other, and we want every one of these students to be serious about what they're doing as they come into here this school on August the 26th.
That's correct. And another part we would like the students to get an opportunity to do, and that is to know what's available here. A lot of students go in year in and year out not knowing the clubs that they can be a part of, the extracurricular activities. I told the kids, be sure that you join something. Be sure that you become a part of something, and that way you can gain information. You can get information about scholarship, about schools, about, what type of things that they can do while they're here on campus to prepare for that future. So we've got a great week planned for them, and so we hope that they continue to come and benefit.
Best of luck on the rest of the freshman camp, and we know that these freshmen are coming in August 26th, and we want them to be very successful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you all coming.
Okay, as you can see, we're right here in early August, and you can see the activity behind us here at Waco High School. We're about to have some music, and so there's a lot going on here as we head toward that first day of school. We want to again thank Coach D, Daryl Andrews, for being here today, and Wanda Brown. And thank you for joining us here at Waco High School for the Lions Pride Freshman Camp. My name is Dale Caffey. At Waco ISD, we have learners today, leaders tomorrow.